So what I want to do now is I want to explain a little bit on why I'm so unbelievably bullish on silver. And to do that, I will be using one of these edge tools. I use these all the time in my trading. I put it on a weekly, and this is the metals one. This isn't out yet. But what I did is I have it on a weekly going back to 2015. How this works, for those who aren't familiar with these tools, for instance, the light blue line is gold versus silver. So if you bought the light blue line and you held it for 5 years, you would be up $50,000, okay? Same thing, the green line is silver against the 10-year. That would be down 32. But something to note, I mean, this shit has never happened, guys. The differences in these things and the breakdown in these correlated relationships have never in the history of, trading, this has never happened before. So this is getting long silver and getting short 10-year. That's not what I'd want to do, but I really, really want to get long silver in any way you can. This is just gold minus silver, okay? Gold silver ratio. Gold silver ratio has been trading since like the early 1900s. It has always been between 17 and like 100. And right now it is just at levels never before seen. Okay? This is just gold 10-year future contract. I'd rather be in silver. Okay? Two questions. So in your opinion, would the market have to restabilize to have silver move back up? So Stephen, I mean, again, all we can do as traders is to control what we can control. That's really important, not only in trading, but also just in my life. I would say one of the pillars of my existence is to concern ourselves with things we can control. And for things we can't control, I'll work my ass off. But for things that we can't control, I don't worry about. So it's kind of a very similar explanation to earlier when I said MDT, the ventilator company. What we can control is what's going on in the world. Let's make good decisions. The decision that I made is because there's a pandemic and there's a shortage of ventilators, it makes sense to me to get long ventilator companies. So do we need the market to settle down for those to work? Maybe, I don't know. I just know that it makes sense. Same thing that I'm saying here. I want to be long silver. So I've been able to make some money being long POS, which I'll go over that trade. But I'm financing that trade in order to build a really, really big position to get long silver. Okay, so to answer your question, Stephen, does the market need to settle down? I want people to think like that, because by the time things have settled down, the good trades are gone. So in order to, at least from my experience, you need to anticipate where the movement's going to be. Once things settle down, the best trades are gone. You need to, and that's what I'm saying. So rather than, I like to be long silver. So now I just want to find the best place to put money to get return on silver. I don't want to wait for the market to confirm, because what ends up happening when people do that is, as much as they want to get long here, they don't do it. They get long here. And yeah, that worked this time, but you want to be this guy. And that's why we ladder into trades. And so instead of waiting for things to start working, I want to get an opinion and build into a position. And that's what I'm doing now. I want to be this guy. Okay? I don't want to be this guy. This is we can guy. And it sounds weird because like you don't really care. I don't really care. I really don't. So overall, I want to make good decisions over time. And then I'm going to let the market do what the market's going to do. So when we look at silver names, there's a couple there, there's SLV, PAS. You got to be careful. There's a lot of shitty little silver companies. I think a lot of them are going to have a real tough time going forward. But I like PAS a lot. My only concern with PAS is the April, so I started going further out in May. 20, 30, 40. I'm long 55. I think yeah, okay. So I'm just looking at, so all I've done with my PAS position is on March 26th, I sold some. But otherwise, I'm staying long, and I'm just, is this the 26th? Yeah. So here's the 26th. I was long 60 calls. I sold 10 calls, or I sold 5 calls, and so I'll buy them back if I get them down here. And then this trade is just a finance.